Hi, this is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black and Coast to Coast AM. And recently, the National Solar Observatory was raided and evacuated by the FBI. There was a lot of mystery surrounding why they did this and what is going on in Sunspot, New Mexico, with the evacuation and the total shutdown of information to the media and the public as to why they went in and evacuated the compound and the United States Post Office right there. So today is September 14th, 2018, and I interviewed Ransom Godwin, who went up 2 days ago on September 12th and videotaped the compound. What follows is his video documentation and the interview I conducted with him today. Does this answer all of the questions that we have? Absolutely not. But it certainly shows you exactly what is going on right now up at the National Solar Observatory. What day the video was posted today, September 14th?
Actually, I posted it yesterday. Yeah, I went up there and filmed on the 12th, I believe it was.
So this was shot on September 12th. What time did you arrive?
Well, I think it was, I believe it was like 1 in the afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really sure on the time. It was sometime in the midday, though, because I got a late start and had to drive up the mountain. So I'm not really sure. It was between 1 and 3, I would say. When
you first arrived there, in the video, I think you stated that there was a sheriff there.
Yes, there was a sheriff's deputy there, and he seemed to be checking out a car that was parked on the road. And let me tell you, from living here, he seemed very uninterested. Around here, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to the law enforcement, but they're really pushy and nosy about what people are doing when they check someone out. So it was really odd to me that he just left without asking me anything. He saw me with cameras and everything, and he just bounced. So
you proceeded up the hill with your son. You are both shooting video, and the first thing that struck me, that also struck you, is there was nobody there. No FBI, no security guards, nothing. It was just a virtual ghost town.
Yeah, that's right.
You went around, started to try to open up doors. How many doors overall were unlocked? What were you able to walk into and take a look around?
That's the thing, is I actually didn't find any unlocked doors. Most of the doors from the observatory and the labs that I came across were locked. So, of course, I didn't try to do anything else. So I never went in any place. I just looked in the windows.
Was the housing that you looked at, was it emptied of any stuff, or were the belongings still inside?
All of the places that I saw pretty much had, anything that wasn't of immediate use was just kind of left there. And they seem to have taken the time to board up most of the residences, so you can't look inside of them.
What do you mean? The windows had...
I mean, like, it looked like they boarded it up for like a hurricane or something, like all of the windows had plywood in them. So some people took some time to board up the houses before they left, at least.
And another shot is an XFiles DVD suspiciously on the top of a trash can.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, and but it is, it was the XFiles Ultimate Access, I believe it said, or something like that, or something to that effect. But yes, that was bizarre that the only thing that we really saw was an X-Files reference, kind of like somebody was playing a joke or leaving a clue, or, I'm not really sure, but it was oddly placed on top of the trash can right next to the window so you could see it.
One of the other things that struck me about the compound was how many vehicles were left behind. How many cars and vehicles did you see?
I think about, including work vehicles and stuff, because that's the majority of the vehicles that I saw there were all government tagged, like they had the Sunspot Observatory logo on them, or they were just a plain car with government tags. And I would say probably 4 or 5 just regular cars, but they did have a lot of work trucks, equipment. And a real bizarre thing is they have a maintenance garage there. and the bay was open, and there's tools and all kinds of stuff in there, but there's no one around to watch it. So it was kind of bizarre that they didn't even close up the, I guess that's a maintenance bay or whatever. They didn't even close it up or lock it up. So
it appears that anybody could go up there and do whatever they want, including yourself or anybody else.
Well, this is just an opinion of mine, but it seems to be that they're trying to, kind of make it seem like it's no big deal. There's nobody watching it. There's, like you said, there's really no info out about it. It seems like they're going out of their way to try to make it where, it's a nothing. Don't worry about it. Nothing's happening there. But at the same time, the oddness of no information makes it that much more of a mystery.
Were you able to check out the computers that are up there?
The ones that I saw through the windows were all older computers. Like, I didn't see any laptops or anything. So like anything that's real computers or, hard drives or servers or anything like that, I didn't see anything up to date left behind.
Yeah, and did it look disturbed? Like maybe some things were there but were removed, maybe newer computers?
Oh yeah. That's what, there's a lot of desks in there and stuff like that you could tell were people's workstations or whatever, and they're just empty now. They took whatever they had and bounced.
I wanted to ask you, Ransom, the reports of helicopters. You live in the area. Did you see any Black Hawk helicopters flying around yourself last week?
No, I didn't. But let me tell you, we live in Otero County, so to see a black helicopter is not that odd here. We're next to Holloman Air Force Base, Fort Bliss, and the White Sands Missile Range is right next to us. A really high amount of government money that's been spent in this area because we're also 90 miles north of the border.
There are also reports, everything is a rumor right now. Alien contact, yeah. ET contact, something was seen by the sun. But there's another story traveling around the net that the Chinese had some type of antenna array installed up there and was monitoring and spying on White Sands. Did you see any evidence of anything like that was out of place?
No, I didn't. And not only that, the way that the mountain's set up here, all you would need is a telescopic lens and, anything to watch anything in the valley. It's not hard to see the White Sands or Holloman Air Force Base. A lot of people concentrate on the White Sands thing because it's a little more famous. But Holloman is actually where most of the secret testing that they've done all the way back since the 50s. And actually, I don't know if you know, there's a couple stories of like UFOs actually landing at Holloman.
Yes.
And to see lights in the sky in this valley is really not uncommon.
Did you see anything up there that was left behind, like food, any trash, any evidence of people being there, or did they just sanitize the entire compound? Actually,
sanitize, I think, would be a correct word, because it did look like there was a thorough cleaning and moving as far as in one of the hallways, the one with the X-File thing, you could see that someone had recently mopped the floor in there, and there was footprints through the wet mopping that dried, so you could see the footprints up and down the hall. And all of the glass and everything is clean on all of the buildings, like really clean. So it was recently cleaned, and there was an odd smell there. I don't know if that was a cleaning agent or what it was. I didn't recognize the smell, but it was really strong coming from all of the main buildings.
Ultimately, Ransom, what do you think is going on here?
I really have no idea, because there's such a lack of information. So it's been there forever. It's an icon in the area, the Sunspot Solar Observatory. Everybody here knows about it. And then it's just up and vanished. So that's the main thing. And then the fact that the FBI was the one shut it down, it just throws out all kinds of questions because I believe the FBI does investigate extraterrestrial stuff, or at least they used to. And they also are in charge of any kind of, terrorist thing that's done through the mail or anything like that. So it's up for grabs what could possibly happen there.
And if there was any type of hazardous materials dump into the community, wouldn't you expect the FBI or Homeland Security or the local sheriff's department to keep the community informed about anything that was dangerous and could affect, the local drinking water or the wildlife or anything else?
Yeah, you would hope so, and you would think so, but I don't know. It seems like the sheriff's department either genuinely doesn't have any idea about it, or they were told to don't worry about it. But, it is strange that the only bit of security that they put up there is this tiny caution tape that just goes across the road and a small portable stop sign.
Ransom, I got to thank you, man, for all of this and having the courage to go up there and shoot this amazing footage up at the National Solar Observatory. Did somebody at the observatory see something? Was this communicated around the world to other observatories? Was it ET? Was it something solar with our own sun? This is certainly one of the great mysteries playing out in real time in this country. It's Jimmy Church of Fade to Black and Coast to Coast AM. We broadcast Monday through Thursday live at jimmychurchradio.com. Go Beckley Tepe.